This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, I'm Sabrina Brown. Thank you for joining us. The agriculture industry with an earning potential in the millions in the spotlight this weekend as a major two-day expo got underway today on Grand Bahama. The event not only highlighting this vital sector, but also those involved in advancing the cause of this growing industry. Joan Davis-Roll reports.
A plethora of exhibitors, vendors and artisans all on hand for the opening of the Agribusiness Expo 2015. From seafood, agricultural goods and even livestock, the Gourmet Park was transformed into an agricultural haven as organizers, with the help of various entities, advanced the government's message of progressing towards food security, our food, our future, our Bahamas. The keynote speaker for the official opening ceremony, the Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources, the Honorable V. Alfred Gray.
You are participating in the economy of our country, and you are really doing what you should be doing to make sure that this country feeds itself in the shortest possible time. Do you know we buy some $900 million worth of food every year? I said $900 million worth of food to feed the Bahamian people and the tourists that come here. Now, if we can keep just 100 million in the Bahamas, in my mind, that's good going. What do you say?
Minister Gray underscored the need for the Bahamas to become food sufficient as he highlighted the significant role an historic Andrew Space Institution is playing as a part of this national initiative.
BAMSI has been started just about a year ago now, and BAMSI has already begun to produce 565 plus cases of bananas, which are sold in Solomon stores in New Providence right now. And do you know what is the good thing about that? Solomon has a contract with BAMSI that for the next year it will buy all the bananas that BAMSI can produce.
Special tribute was paid to the late Dwight Sawyer, the Sawyer family honored during the event, as the minister reflected on the strides the fallen Bahamian farmer made in agriculture and how his legacy lives on.
We want to again salute the memory of Mr. Dwight Sawyer, whom we honor at this event, and I want to congratulate Mrs. Sawyer and the children and grandchildren, family, all. Mr. Sawyer was a legend. He did his part to ensure that farming took prominence in whatever he did.
Joan Davis-Roll, ZNS Network News.
Thank you, Joan. A giant in the cruise industry is focused on staying afloat in the business. We get the details in this report. Royal Caribbean Cruise Line has quite an extensive global footprint, according to President and CEO Michael Bailey, who says the company tries to maintain a pulse on what is happening in regions around the world.
There seems to be far more optimism, stronger consumer sentiment, interest rates are good, employment is good, there's a positive outlook economically, and the dollar is strong. And we're seeing that in the demand for our products out of the North American market.
But Bailey says it is not all smooth sailing as they face challenges and regulatory issues.
I think, where we have a strong cruise line industry association, thanks to Christine. And I think the foresight and planning that we've had in place for the last several years in terms of trying to understand what's coming at us on the horizon in terms of regulation, I think we've done a relatively good job at planning and trying to understand what is in front of us.
As this major player in the cruise industry works to create new experiences and foster closer ties with the Caribbean, Bailey is looking to the future with great optimism.
As we look forward over the next decade, certainly in the U.S., we see the growth of affluence and the strengthening of the American economy, especially related to what's occurring with energy, shale, etc., etc. So it's looking quite positive, and we feel good about the American economy, and consumer sentiment, I think, mirrors that.
Bishop Michael Eldon School celebrating a major milestone this morning, their 50th anniversary. Clergy of the Northern Archdeaconry on Island, as well as the Bishop of the Diocese of the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos, Bishop Leish Boyd. Principal Anita Doherty has been a part of the institution for over 20 years and says today's celebration was truly something to be proud of.
Very happy that in this part of God's Vineyard, Freeport Anglican High Bishop Michael Eldon has played a significant role in the education of our children in the Bahamas. And so today it is a very special day, and we are just very thankful to God that we are able to celebrate with our students here now, so that they can get a sense of the wonderful history that they will inherit and they are inheriting.
Both past and present students took part in the anniversary Mass. Doherty says she hopes present students will feel inspired by the alumni and the success they have achieved over the years. The institution can boast of many accomplishments throughout the decades, and as they move forward, Doherty says her prayer is that they continue to excel.
The school with the first computers, we had a pool. Our AP program, we were the first on the island. And last week, of course, we were very proud because we came first in our primary, junior, and secondary school in the mousetrap competition. So we want to continue to go from strength to empower our kids, for them to continue the legacy that some of them are witnessing now, and just do all the things that hopefully they will take with them as adults into the Bahamas and the wider world.
In this next report, Bahamians are being encouraged to invest now for a brighter financial future. President of Partnership Investing Enterprise, or PI, Dexter Edwards, says his vision is to make 1,000 Bahamians millionaires within 7 years.
It's a company that is designed for Bahamians, that we come together, we pool our resources together, and we made, in order for one to qualify, we put it as low as coming up with $25 a week. Can you believe that? $25 a week. And the saving of $25 a week, 1,000 of us doing that, we would save $25,000 in 1 week. We would then take that money and invest that money into owning our own companies. Rather than you going and patronizing someone else's business, you will have your own business that will generate an income for you, and not just for you, but for you and your children's children to come.
Edwards says the investment program, which was introduced almost 2 years ago, got off to a slow start. However, plans are moving ahead.
We were looking at, once we have received 1,000 persons, we would have began the first operation within the first year. Okay? That has not happened, but nevertheless, that not happening, personally, because I have been working a vision sort of to this one on my own account, I have already established grounds where my vision would materialize in short order.
He outlines what types of investment PI is looking to make for its shareholders.
Talking about food stores, gas stations, building of houses, holding the mortgage on the houses, and etc.
The local businessman says PI is open to Bahamians everywhere, and he's encouraging everyone to get on board.
Those who are struggling financially and you're trying to get for yourself some type of income that will be long-lasting, you need a long-lasting resource. It will not come from just a job. Unless you invest, unless you make investment, wealth will not come to you.
For further information, you can log on to www.bahamaspie.com. Now, you can also contact PI officials at 441-4675. Stay with us. There's more news after this.